In this video, we're going to talk about the company UiPath, ticker PATH. We got this out of the ARK Fintech ETF. This company does not have alpha on the market over the 3, 6, 9, or 12-month period. Right here, we're looking at the 12-month period. It's negative 27.0%. 0.07%. However, we are right at the 40-week moving average, which is equivalent to the 200-day moving average. We have a market cap of about 6.4 billion, almost 6.5 billion. The price is $12.21, a beta of 1.02, RSI at 54.92, and we're up 0.58% from our previous close. We're 30% off our 52-week low, 23.35% off our 52-week high. We're going to look at some charts and decide if this is a buy or not, or a good entry point. So we'll start with the 21-day. We're 4.13% above our 21-day. We had some big volume here on 9/22, and then we pulled back with some selling, but we held that 21-day, which is bullish, right? When we break out, we want to, on the pullbacks, we want to make sure that we're holding the short-term moving average, and we are. On our 63-day time frame, we're 3.46% above that. On our 189-day time frame, we're 0.15% below it, but the day before we were 0.76% below it. So it has pivoted on that long-term moving average. Now, if we go over here and look at the RSI, you can see we broke above the 50 line here on August 2028 or around there, August 2027, and we've held that pretty much except for on 9/3, and then we came right back above it, and we've been holding that since. That's bullish sign to me. It finds support at the 50 level of the RSI. Right now we're at 54.92. Very safe entry point, in my personal opinion. If we go down here on the 189-day, we're at 55.19% Fibonacci retracement. We have a Chaikin money flow of 25.6. That's bullish. Quant score of 79.29. You can use these ATRs as stop loss guidance if you'd like to. These numbers, this is 3.68%, this is 5.52%, 7.36%, and 9.20% based on 1.5 times, 2 times, 2.5 times, or regular ATR. If we look at the weekly moving average, on the long-term time frame, you can see we're right in line with it, and we have some bullish volume over 5 of the last 7 weeks. So that's positive as we were below it. And for the 4, 10, 30, and 40 week are equivalent to the 20, 50, 150, and 200-day moving averages. We just use only the Friday closing price for the weekly time frame. It takes out the day-to-day gyrations. Now we're about 4% above the 4-week, 7% above the 10-week, 3.5% above the 30, and we're right in line with the 40-week. If we go to the monthly time frames, on the 3 and 6 month, we broke it. So we're 4.39% above the 6 month. You can see there on the 3 month, we're 3.33%. And we were below these to close out August, the month of August. So now we're going back above them. If these hold over the next couple days, that's a bullish sign. Our long-term monthly moving averages, the 10 and 12 month, we're still below those, 1.48% below the 10 month, and 12 month, we are 1.72% below that. If we use our earnings model, FinViz is projecting 75 cents earnings at a 15% growth rate. If we project that out over the next 10 years using 15% growth rate for 5 years, cutting it in half for years 6 through 10, with a 15% discount rate and 15 terminal multiple, bring it back to today, we're right around fair value. If you change any of these numbers, this could become overvalued or undervalued. Analysts have revised earnings up for January 31st, 2026 and 2027 as well. That's a bullish indication for a stock as well. So we have a lot of positives going for this stock, and UiPath has also just become profitable. So it is in the early innings of this company making money. Look at the support and resistance here. The price is $12.21. Our resistance line is $12.55. So I really would like to see it break that. We've already broke it once. The more times you break it and stay above it, the better. The more likely that it stays above it, and the resistance line becomes support. Our support line's at $10.58. Our weekly MACD, when bullish here in 2024, underneath the zero line all the way and got rejected at that zero line. And this is what can happen to weak stocks. They can go up for a while, but they're just not going to break that zero line. And then it goes negative. And then it goes back to bullish and gets rejected at the zero line. Comes back, finds support, and then gets rejected again, zero line, goes negative, and now our MACD is bullish, and we haven't crossed the zero line yet, but this is 1, goes below 2, 3, and 4 times over the last year under the zero line, we've crossed back above. So just like our resistance, the more times we cross, eventually we'll stay across, and we're also widening. You can see the histogram is widening. So this is bullish. This tells me institutions are coming into the stock, putting money into it. If we look at a 5-year time frame, one of the best places to buy a stock, and Stan Weinstein talks about this in his book, Secrets for Profiting in Bull and Bear Markets, and it's about stage analysis. When you have consolidation for a long period and then you break, and this isn't a real long period, but it kind of is, because it really goes all the way back to here. We did go up here, but then came back down. So our consolidation is, back from 10/14/2022 to 9/26/2025. I mean, that's that's 3 years, a little more than 3 years, a little less than 3 years. This looks like this consolidation right here is getting ready to break. And when it does, our prices could be working their way back up to here. I mean, I don't know if they'll get all the way back up to 80, but it looks like they'll break back up to a higher number than what we had back here, in my personal opinion. But we use stop losses just in case the market's lying to us. We're using these indicators and charts to see what's going to happen moving into the future. But sometimes they still break down even though the charts are looking good. And this looks like a really good chart to me. And there's some reasons why I really like it, because we broke above the zero line on the daily MACD here. It is converging back together, but it's still bullish. We have a really tight trend channel. However, it is trending slightly down to sideways. I would like to see this break above the top of the trend channel at $12.74 and stay above it. It already did once here at $13.14 on 9/22 when we had that big volume. So we want to see that again and then stay above it. So this resistance becomes support, the upper channel. And then we have accumulation. We have basically had the distribution for most of the year. We have a few places where it starts to get accumulation and goes right back to distribution, but this is real accumulation right here. You can see the difference between how much accumulation you have here and then these little bits of weak accumulation that you have back here. And for all these reasons, I think UiPath is going to go higher. It doesn't mean it will. You have to decide for yourself if it will or not. Our price is $12.21. Our upper channel is $12.74. Our lower channel is $10.36. The MACD is 0.27 with a single line at 0.20 and a histogram at 0.07. We do not have alpha on the market. However, this is one where I'm trying to skate to where the puck's going. I think it's going to have alpha on the market. And our chicken money flow is at 25.6, which is a very bullish sign. For all those reasons, I like UiPath. I think it's a great entry point. Low risk, high reward. It's up to you what you do. Do your own due diligence. And thanks for watching. If you like that video, consider hitting the like, subscribe button. And thanks again.